Hello again. Here's our next little study on Revelation chapter 6. We spent 2 days chatting about the rider on the white horse, which we saw was the rise of the Antichrist and his so-called man of peace, false peace, as we discovered. And now we're going to turn to verses 3 and 4 of chapter 6. And let me read this to you. When he opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature saying, "Come." Another horse, fiery red, went out, and it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another. And there was given to him a great sword. When the Lamb opened the second seal, second living creature introduced the next event by saying, "Come." And it was at this time that a fiery red horse appeared. And now this fiery red horse symbolizes the carnage, the devastation, the horror, and the bloodshed of war on a mammoth scale. Now the rider on the red horse was given the power, and note this, he was given the power to take the peace from the earth. And I just mention that again because he came initially as a so-called man of peace. Now he's been given the power to take peace from the earth by causing worldwide war. This rider was given a mighty sword. But what we see is that the rider's sword was not the largest, but it was easily maneuverable. It could be used very easily. For example, for assassinations and massacres, as verse 4 tells us, so that people would kill each other. Vicious, violent killings would be commonplace, with slaughter everywhere. It sounds absolutely dreadful. Consider modern warfare and its unspeakably horrendous ramifications, but also spend a few moments just to think what we're seeing happening around the globe even now, with all the viciousness, the violence, which is commonplace. But believe me, in the tribulation, it's going to be 1,000,000 times worse. So as dreadful as this judgment is, Jesus said it would be only the beginning of the wrath of God, likening it to the beginning of birth pains for a woman going into labor. I'd like you to take the time just to read the words of Jesus in Matthew 24, verse 8, also Mark 13, verses 7 to 8, and Luke 21, verse 9. But a very interesting passage is found in Daniel 8, 24 to 25, and I'm going to read this to you now. His power will be mighty, but not by his own power, and he will corrupt and destroy in an astonishing manner, and he will prosper and do exactly as he wills. He shall corrupt and destroy mighty men and the holy people. And through his shrewdness, he will cause deceit to succeed by his hand and influence people. He will magnify himself in his mind. He will corrupt and destroy many who enjoy a false sense of security. He will also stand up and oppose the Prince of Princes, but he will be broken, and that by no human hand, but by the hand of God. So what we can see here, things are really starting to hot up, but God is seeing everything. So we've had a look at Revelation 6 verses 3 to 4 today. God willing, the next session we'll be looking at the third horse, which is the black horse. And let's find out more about that next time. Don't forget to read Matthew 24 verse 8 Mark 13:7-8, and Luke 21:9. And you might as well read Daniel 8:24-25 again. God bless you. Speak soon. Bye-bye.